everyone, it's Zeffie. I am back with something new. I came across it just kind of, going through things on YouTube trying to find new people to subscribe to, and I came across this and it's pulled up on my computer. So if I, keep reading through this a lot or keep, looking over here, it's why I am reading off of my desktop. But it is the 77 question community witchy tag. And I found this actually through Mirth and Reverence. I will link her channel down below. She's absolutely phenomenal. But I figured I'd go and give these questions a go, kind of a way to open up things more a little extended about me. She took these 77 questions and split them up into 3 videos, so I'm probably just going to do the same. So here's video number 1. Let's get started. There's quite a few questions. Do you use runes as a written language? I do not. I don't read runes. I don't understand them. I don't do runes. I don't do thieves. I'll get it eventually, but now's not the time. Do you feel you have natural gifts such as premonitions, hearing spirits? And if so, do you think this is what led to this path? That is not what led to this path, first of all. It was an accumulation of things. It's more of just who I am and what I've always believed in finding a word for it and finding other like-minded people. Including the Christmas that kind of started everything, but I will get to that later in a different video. Natural gifts is such a premonition. I've had weird dreams that have kind of had where things are going on. I get gut feelings. Some people call it my anxiety, but generally when I say something's gonna happen or something feels weird, something's gonna happen, and I'll do a video on the craziest instance where that happened. That was actually very unfortunate, where I wish it wouldn't have happened, but I did. I don't know, sometimes I just kind of know things, or I can pick up items or be around people or step into situations and get vibes very quickly. Get very, very quickly things that I should not know or be able to pick up on naturally, but I do. And to me it's natural because it's just part of who I am. But to other people it's kind of weird. What deity do you work with, if any, and why? Oh, good Lord. Well, I'm Wiccan, so I work with God and Goddess a lot. That is definitely a thing, but I also have a lot of hoodoo and voodoo practices, so the Orishas come to things, and as a former Catholic and someone who's still, to hoodoo and voodoo, they're still pretty important, and as a tried and true Italian, saints. I work with Catholic saints a lot, very specifically St. Anthony. Anything happens where I lose things, I will pray like hell. Computer just dinged, it's Facebook. Let me turn that off. Alright, I will pray like hell to St. Anthony. And I'm a firm believer in the idea of if you want your house to sell, you bury a statue of St. Joseph upside down in your front lawn and the house will sell quicker and for a better price. Have you always worked with the same deity? No. Even when I was Catholic, I was never really a practicing Catholic, but even when I was Catholic, saints weren't a thing for me. That actually became a thing, as I started becoming more along this path. Do you use any personal items in your practice? Blood, semen, tears, urine? No. I realize there's use for them, and I haven't found anything that I personally think is useful for it. There are also just things that right now I'm not comfortable with. But if you handle it safely and consensually, go right on ahead. Do you do past life readings, or have you had one done? Who were you, or how did you die? I have theories on who I am, or who I was. There's definite theories on it. And I have little evidence too, I don't say evidence, but situations where I could back up each one, but I've not gone through anything to confirm or deny or readings or whatnot of that sort. Haven't done it yet. What is your favorite magical tool? I really like my wand. I really like my wand. As far as we're going of like the type of thing used in magic, I love my candles. I'm a big candle person. I don't know, scrying wise, lights going off again. Scrying wise, maybe I love my tarot cards, but my crystal ball has a thing. I have 3 of them. I have one specifically that I prefer. What is a song or type of music that gets you into a witchy mood? Oh my gosh, I forget who sings this, what band, but it's called Witchy Woman. Raven haired and ruby lips, sparks fly from her fingertips. That song. Love it. That one will put me in a mood. Rhiannon. Very typical things. But I find power, like, I don't want to say sexiness, because that almost fetishizes the path, but I find something sexy and beautiful within country music. Go figure. So I definitely will grab things from that. Really just depends on my mood. What is the most magical place you have ever been? I'm doing a separate video on this that I actually plan on filming. I'm guessing 5 or 6 days from now we'll see when it actually comes up, or if it actually ends up happening. But beyond the witch shop that I do go to quite a bit, I was actually just there a few hours ago today. There's also a specific place in a forest preserve near my house that I will do a specific video on, kind of explaining why I find it so great. But there's a certain spot in a forest preserve near my house that does serve that purpose. What animals you're familiar, if any? Don't have one. If you have a familiar, did you choose them or did they choose you? Again, don't have one. What in the craft are you best at? Tarot, spells, ritual, etc. Crystal balls, really pretty good with those. Fire scrying, like smoke and fire and whatnot. I work really well with candles. And I'm starting to get into making my own oils, which is, I don't want to say a talent, but a thing I find not a lot of people are into, and I don't want to say I'm good at it, but I'm getting there. And mojo bags, little gree mojo, the little bags, I'm good with those. I'm very solid at making those. What in the craft would you say you are weaker at? Ritual. Plain and simple, I'm weaker at ritual. What is your most favorite part of your craft? Spell writing, divination, etc. Actually getting together and doing things. I love compiling different things to do spells. I love making gree. I love doing candles. I love making oils and infusing them and whatnot. I also really, weirdly, oddly enough, enjoy showing people the proper way to use a spirit board. Sorry, I asked that one. What was the first tool you ever purchased? Tarot cards, if you count those as tools, or if we're talking about the traditional, wand, athame, chalice, spell, cauldron, censer, blah, blah, blah. My wand. What was your first homemade tool for your practice? I buy mine. It's not that I really what it is I don't have the patience to make things. I'm not talented enough. I'm not gifted. And I know if I ever found something I really wanted to make or do, I'd do it. But everything has just kind of come to me and I've found them. They've happened upon me. So that is the first few of the questions. I'm going to do the rest of them in other videos. I think I have 2 more to do. And this is actually really getting some things going for me. A lot of ideas kind of flowing for some videos I could be making as well. So stay tuned for those. Toodles.